Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a recreation of this look. It's only a few differences, but for the most part, it's a replica of this look. I got a lot of requests from you guys when I posted this on Instagram to record a tutorial. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so this is my little sis. Not blood relation, but you know, this is sis. And I'm actually going to be styling her hair in this tutorial, you guys. Surprise. So, she has a wig installed, and she already has a half up, half down style. So I'm just going to be restyling it, recurling it, adding some waves, and redoing her ponytail, and also melting the lace into her skin. So yeah. Flat iron is really good for curls. I don't know, I just really like this flat iron. It's from Amazon. I'll link it down below, but it's really good for curls. It curls the hair really nicely, and the curls hold a lot longer than when I use a curling iron, so I like to use this flat iron. Now I'm using my secret weapon. I'll have a link down below. It's a cheap product. I'm gonna have y'all leaving IGACGU spray alone, y'all, but it's gonna be down below. This is a cheap, it's called Helmet Head. I swear by this. I've been using this like for a very long time now. And I'm gonna spray that on top of her lace, and then I'm gonna go in with my blow dryer on cool air, and I'm gonna press it into her skin using my knuckles and my comb. This really helps to melt and secure the lace, okay? Unclog. A lot of my clients ask if I do hair, and honestly, most of the time, like, I say no because I don't do hair, but I know how to style hair. But half the time, like, I just don't have the time to, like, accommodate them because I'm, like, fully booked. But usually, like, around prom season, I'm usually, like, fixing frontals and straightening hair or curling hair. But I don't do it that often. Alright, now I'm just pulling down some baby hairs on this side. I'm going to add some new baby hairs. Once that's down, I'm going to take this wax stick, and I'm going to use that to mold the shape of the ponytail. Taking my electric hot comb. And I'm just hot combing all of that hair back. It's going to give the hair a nice sheen, and you're also going to mold the shape of a ponytail. You guys, if you're not used to using a hot comb on yourself or on clients, please be careful. This hot comb is extremely hot, and the last thing you want to do is burn yourself or burn your client or your friend or your sister. Like, that would not be good. So If you are not skilled in using a hot comb or you have butterfingers, just use a blow dryer and be on the safe side. So now I'm just taking a piece of hair and I'm wrapping it around the scrunchie. And while you're wrapping around the scrunchie, you want to spray this with some firm spray. It could be spritz spray, got to be spray, firming spray, but you want to make sure as you wrap, you spray. Moment I realized my camera wasn't like high enough, so I had to raise my camera. Now I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm going to cut the baby hairs. We're not doing a lot of baby hairs, but we're doing enough, like, you know, that right amount. I'm gonna do some swoops. Some swoops. Make sure that you always cut your baby hairs at an angle. You don't want to do like a blunt cut, and you also don't want to pull too many hairs. You want it to be kind of thin. And I'm just taking some regular clear gel, and I'm using the little brush just to do some swoops, and I'm swooping it right back into the ponytail. So I'm done with the baby hairs now, and I'm just adding some random spiral curls in the ponytail. I'm gonna tease the ponytail. I wanted to add some pieces into the ponytail to make it longer, but I actually threw like some extra hair out the other day, so I didn't have the extra hair. So yeah, we're gonna rock out with the short ponytail. And now I'm just taking some more of that same firming spray and I'm spraying it on top of the wrapping paper. And we're done with the hair. Onto the makeup. I'm starting by priming her eyebrows with a little bit of milk of magnesia. And I'm using my Absolute New York brow pencil in the shade Smoke. And I'm going to shape out her brows. I'm going in with MAC NC50 in the front of her brow. And then at the underneath her arch, I'm actually going to go back in with NC45 just to give her brow an extra highlighted effect. On top of her brow, I'm going in with MAC Prolong Wear Concealer in NW50, which is closer to her skin tone, so I'm going to use that to shape out the top of her brow. Now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics V5 brush to blend the concealer out around and underneath her eyebrow. Now I'm going with my P.louise base in shade number 5, and I'm tapping that all over her lid and meeting that base with the concealer I used to shape out her brow. All the colors that I'm using will be from the P.louise palette, and I'll have every single color listed down below. I'm going in with my Morphe M441 brush. And I'm just tapping that color on. It's very pigmented, and I actually like picked up too much. It wasn't even on purpose, but I had to like really blend it out because these colors are very pigmented. So yeah, a little bit goes a very long way. I'm literally using tapping and circular motions just to make sure that I'm blending that color all the way out. Now I'm going in with a maroon shade and a deep purple shade. Again, it'll be listed down below. And I'm using that to deepen her crease. Now I'm going in with the P.louise base in shade number 2, and I'm taking my cut crease brush, and I'm going to be cutting her crease by tapping my brush along right underneath that crease color. Now I'm going in with another BH Cosmetics V5 brush, and I'm using this brush to tap off the extra base on her lid. And I'm also going to bring that base a little bit outwards towards the outer corner of her eye. Now I'm going in with those same colors I used on the crease, and I'm smoking out the outer corner of her eye and bringing that color in towards her lid. So for her lid color, I'm going in using a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm using that to pack that color onto her lid. Underneath her crease, I just use a flat concealer brush to make sure that I get that color neatly there. And then for the rest of her lid, I'm using that fluffy brush to apply the color. So now I'm going in with some Milk of Magnesia, and I apply a really thin layer. It looks like it's a lot, but I swear to goodness, I use a very thin layer. You can even ask my clients. I do not use a lot. And a little bit goes a long way. You do not need to use a lot of this. It should not be thick and cracking on the skin. It should be a very thin layer. And yeah, I'm using this as a primer because I can. For her eyeliner, I'm using my Sephora Precision eyeliner, of course. So for foundation, I'm going to be mixing NARS IGACGU. That's going to be on the outside of her face. And I'm using MAC NC50, which is on the inside of her face. And I'm just going to blend that foundation in using my Real Techniques Instapop brush. Underneath her eyes, I use the same exact concealers that I use for her brows, which is MAC NC50 and NC45. So now I'm going in with Luscious by Lynn setting powders. I'm using Deep Beige, and there is a coupon code on the website. You can use Kiki Adams to save some money. I love these powders so much. If you are not new to my channel, you know that I live for these powders, and they're just like the bomb. And yeah, So yeah, go get them. But anyway, I use deep beige first to set underneath her eyes, and then I'm going in with translucent beige, and I'm using that to bake. And I'm also going to take some powder on her forehead into her brows and down the center of her nose, as well as her chin and her cupid's bow. While she's baking, I'm going to take this contour by Sacha Cosmetics, and I'm going to be using that to scope out her cheeks. Everybody always asks me about this brush. This brush I got from Amazon, and I literally cannot find it. Like, I got them a year ago, but it's an exact dupe for the Anastasia highlight brush. It's the exact same brush. So now I'm going in with MAC's powder in NC50. I'm lying, NW50. I'm using that to warm up her cheeks above her contour. And I'm also going to use that in between the gap on her forehead and her frontal. I'm going to use that to seal in the gap. She's done baking now, so I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to press that powder into her skin. Now I'm going in with this midnight eyeshadow, and I'm just using this to warm up her cheeks. Now I'm going in with my favorite Morphe blush brush. I'll have it listed down below because I don't know the name of it offhand. And I'm going in with this blush by LaFemme, which is the bomb. Like, oof, this blush is everything. It's so pretty. I love it so much. I really don't like matte blushes. Like, I love a blush with like some kind of like a luminosity or like some kind of like pearlescent finish. It just looks so nice and healthy on the skin. Like, so yeah, every time I use a blush, it most likely will have some kind of like satin feel. Like, I really don't use matte blushes. So now I'm going in underneath her eyes with NYX Jumbo Pencil. I get really confused when people ask me how I sanitize this. Like, it's a pencil. Like, all you have to do is sharpen it, wipe it off with alcohol, and it's sanitized. So I'm going in with that dark shade that I used in her crease, and I'm using that to smoke out her bottom lash line. And then I'm going in with some of my sparkly black glitter, which will be a part of my upcoming glitter line. And this is becoming like my signature thing to do. Like, I love putting this black glitter on the bottom lash line. Like, it just does something unexpected, you know? Like, it's so understated because it's black, but oh my god, it looks so good. And my glitter is like so reflective. It's just like the bomb. Like, I can't wait. But yeah, I'm just pressing this underneath her eyes. And yes, I did use some lash glue as an adhesive for the glitter. Oh, wait. There was no highlight there, but it was the blush. Like, something was... Yes, the blush has a little thing in it, you know. Into the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and I'm using orange soda just to open up the inner corner of her eye. With this eye, I did something different. The original look, she did have some pigment. She had a white shadow in the beginning and some pigment, but I wanted to do something just a little bit different. I wanted to keep it all the way matte, so that's why I opted to do this instead. So now I'm going in with my Fenty Fairy Balm highlighter, and this is in the copper shade, and it's just like, honestly, one of the best highlighters I've ever used for dark skin. Like, it is such a perfect shade. And if you've been following me, you know, like, I'm not a fan of like over highlighting. Like, I don't like a lot of highlight on the skin. She's not even being destructive. Out of character.
Wait. Can y'all appreciate? No, wait. Wow.
This highlight, I tend to go a little bit heavier than usual just because it's just so beautiful and it just blends into the skin really nicely. Like, it's not a harsh highlight, so I don't mind being a little more heavy-handed with it. For her lip gloss, I use Spite by MAC, and I use Chestnut Liner. Okay, you guys. So now I'm just adding some powder on her frontal just to, you know, blend it in a little bit more. Combing these curls out because I wanted them to be nice big waves. I was gassing her right here. Yes, girl. First of all, that frontal is uncloggable. Look at my sis. Yes. So this is before. Beautiful and natural. She looks like a little baby, a little angel. And this is after, honey. Grown woman vibes. Yes, girl. Don't hurt nobody. First of all, I really want to know what frontal though. I really want to know. So yeah, you guys, this is the completed look. This is the first makeup tutorial of 2019. I'm so excited. I have so many more looks that I'm going to be recreating, so stay tuned. I'm recreating based on, you know, your request, which is, you know, most popular. So yeah. I'm so excited for 2019. I have so many plans and I can't wait to grow, and I want you guys to grow with me. Whatever it is that you want to do, make sure you go for it. If you know, want to start doing makeup on clients, if you want to start doing hair, if you want to be an influencer and create content, just go for it. Don't overthink it. Just start now. I just can't wait to grow. I want my artistry to grow. I want my clientele to grow. And I want the same for you. So let's grow together this year. I want you to leave a comment down below saying your goals for 2019. Let's share. Let's talk. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.